Hello, money-making tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Waters 2 for the Super Nintendo with me, BlueAnkylo, and the live chat, of course. We're in Japan. Last recording session and last live stream, we explored... Can we see the map from here? Yeah. We explored all the way up to East Asia, let's say. We haven't, fully explored the area, but I think we've got enough for the moment. And we're going to buy some goods here in Japan and take them back to Europe and make some money. Because we only have 2 ships, and I want more than 2 ships. So that when we start doing, I haven't quite got into merchanting yet, but we need more cargo space to really make profitable trips. So that's kind of my plan. So we need to recruit some new mates, and we need to buy some new ships and make some money. And then once we've got a bit bigger fleet, maybe 6 or 7 ships, give or take, we'll start talking about maybe progressing the plot a bit, unless we accidentally do that on the way. Also, we need to go back to Italy to turn in some discoveries to make, to get some ranks, because we're unranked right now, and we could certainly get an Italian tax-free permit without too much trouble. Alright, so, I did do a little bit of prepping between sessions. I basically know what I want to buy, and it's not in our current port. So let me load up a little bit of food and water for our trip. The first trip is very short, so this is no big deal. But we do need enough food. We'll probably have to stock up a couple times on our trip. You know, we have to go all the way from Japan to Portugal. It's a pretty long sail. This is why it would be more profitable if we had a bigger ship. More bigger ships. Alright. Enough for 15 days. Well, it should only take like 2 to get where we're going. So we're in the sort of western Japanese port, Nagasaki, I believe. We're just gonna quickly pop on over to the eastern one, whatever the name of it is. Sakai, there you go. And this one, I believe the reason I want to shop here specifically, for one, I believe it's got more industrial and more economic investment, so it's kind of developed further. But I think it's got a specialty that we really can make some money off of while we're here. And we're still fairly broke, but not for long. So silk cloth, oh, that's not even the specialty I was looking for. But anyway, I think because of their economic development, art is very cheap here. So we're going to buy a bunch of art and then a bunch of pearls. And those things should make us pretty amazing profit traveling back. I don't trust my guy. We're going to try to negotiate here. Let's try 132. Okay, so he's dropped the price by 2. And he drops the price by 8. That's not bad, though. So if we're buying them for 139, that's what you got to remember for later. Art for 139, we're going to put it in the ball pit. And we're going to carry, well, let's say 280, because I got to make sure I got room for food for our voyage. But 280 art. Okay. Now the price goes up because we inflate the market a little bit. But now we're going to try to buy some pearls for our other ship. And again, we're going to haggle down a little bit at least. I'll try 64 maybe. I generally try to guess like 10% or so less than the asking price. If you offer too low, he'll just deny you any kind of haggle, but at least getting a few gold pieces off is a little bit better than nothing. So we got a bunch of art, and now we're getting a bunch of pearls. And I think I typically put about 250 on the flagship, and then the rest is food. Alright, so there we go. The art is going to make us slightly bigger profits, I think. But it's all good. And I kind of like to diversify. It's kind of fun. And then with that, we restock our ship and we start sailing. Alright, 15 days. So, we're not going to make it back to Europe in 15 days, but, we'll keep an eye on our food and, there's lots of ports on on the voyage, so there'll be spots to restock. Gotta be a little bit careful around the Japanese coast, because there's storms up there sometimes. But I think once we get over to the Chinese mainland, not too much to worry about. So now we want to just try to find good currents and stuff to keep us moving. And, see, 15 days should be enough to make it through maybe around Indonesia. And then we can, restock. Looks like we're fighting the currents a bit here. That's gonna slow us down a little bit. Also, I gotta keep an eye on my map. Oh yeah, definitely don't go west. Keep going south. So we're 7 days in. We got about half of our food eaten. We did buy a cat while we were in China, so that's fun. The risk of rats eating our food should be pretty much negligible now. There are, of course, other bad events, but... Alright, from here, there should be a way to sneak through... I don't know what the name of the sea is, but between the islands. And we'll probably pick out... Am I going too far south? Yes. We'll pick out maybe the last port here to buy some food. Maybe one more from here. Yeah, we'll pick... Not like it matters that much. I'm just, optimizing or something. And then I'm wasting time looking at the map, so... Any gains we could have made by pushing the food to the limit are lost by my messing around on the map. Perfect. Also, it's kind of backtracking a little bit here. Alright, Pasai. There's really nothing I want to do here. There's no reason to sell our goods in this port. Hey, Harry JC. Welcome to Let's Get Rich. So, one way we can keep track of how much money we're making here is, before we purchased all of the artwork and pearls, we had about just under 300,000 gold. So instead of doing a ton of math, we can just see, once we sell all of our goods, how much do we have? And then I'll use that to figure out how many new ships I want to buy. So if we go due west from here, I think we'll skirt the south coast of India and Ceylon. We've got the currents behind us at least, so I'm happy with this direction. We should be traveling fairly quick. And, okay, that's India, so we should be able to make it to the east coast of Africa before we need to buy food, I think. Yeah, we're only 4 days out. We should definitely make it to Africa. Now, I always feel a little bit scared when I'm in the deep ocean, because if there is a storm out here, we're in a bit of trouble. I like hugging the coast where it's nice and safe, but... Playing BDO. I don't know what BDO is. Building Dragons Online. Body Duplicate Origins. We'll just keep guessing until we get it. Alright, we can make it maybe to, like, the Madagascar Strait, and then we'll be able to buy some food. Yeah, that's fun. Hey, look, we're going diagonal. I still don't know how you go diagonal on this ship. That's one thing I should look up, is specifically how to make your ship go diagonal. Because you get much better, like, current... You can take advantage of the currents a little bit better if you're not going due south or west all the time. Alright, I think we'll stop at the next town here. Yeah, because it's a fair trip to Cape Town from here, and that's the last stop. Last stop before the Cape of Africa. Oh, I should be checking for mates to recruit too. I'm kind of being lazy here. I looked up how to recruit mates as well. 15 times being treated is the maximum sort of morale you can get off of them. And then if they join at 15 or not, that's, you know for sure you did all you could. And there is Robert Donahue here. Ahoy there, matey. Vagabond sailor, so we might be able to hire him. He thinks we're not high enough level, which is unfortunate because the only really easy way we've got to level up right now is combat. And I say easy only in that we would gain a lot of levels from 1 or 2 combats. We would actually need to rebuild our fleet and specifically set it up for fighting rather than exploring or trading, which is kind of rough. Alright. We're going to start using a little bit of speed ups here. Africa's pretty big. It's going to take a while. That's Cape Town. Now, as we head up the west coast of Africa, risk of storms will increase. Mind you, we've got some lovely wind and current, so we're going really nice and speedily. Well, currents may have switched, but the wind is nice. As much as we have a rowing ship, I'm sure we take advantage of wind. Alright, we're actually very close to running out of food. I should take the next stop. Might have pushed my luck here a little bit. Come on, port. We've got like a day of food left. Come on, port. Okay, I'm just gonna check the map. How much trouble are we in here? Oh, there's just one screen over. We're fine. This was definitely a little bit of a stretch, but we'll be fine. San Jorge. Lots of happy Portuguese ports. Alright, I might as well check the bar again. Of course it's closed. No new recruits. Okay. I would really like to recruit some mates that have some better skills, because most of the ones we've recruited are just cannon skill or nothing, and it's not amazing for speed for traveling. Yeah, we were very nearly out of food. Alright, 15 days. We might be able to make it to Portugal from here in 15 days, but we'll probably need like one more stop. Depends on the storms and stuff, right? Actually, oh, we're good. We can definitely make it. Okay, so we've got artwork and we've got pearls. If I look at my little sales chart, I can see the best locations to sell them. Let's see. Art is anywhere, basically Europe. Doesn't matter if it's Europe or Northern Europe or the Mediterranean here. Let me just stop for a second here. Pearls sell for a little bit more in Northern Europe than in the Iberian area, Portugal and Seville or Spain. So, also, I'm kind of thinking if there's anywhere I want to depress the prices, it's where I'm going to build my ships. So I may as well sell my goods in Bordeaux and, is it not Naples? No, it's whatever the other. There's 2 French ports here, and that's where I want to go. And we got enough food. We're fine. And then we'll build 2 more ships at the very least 2 more ships. Now we're still not building the biggest of ships. We're still getting into the mid game here. The largest ships are really expensive though, so you know, getting some more La Reals is totally fine. All right, so here we are in Bordeaux, which is we've actually grown this economy quite a lot. It's not quite maxed out at 1,000, but 900 is pretty great. Alright, here we go. Let's get some money. I'm gonna sell the art here. So, standard art fee, basically anywhere in Europe, is 400 per art. We remember we bought this for around 140 or so that's a pretty big profit. There you go. I'll sell the other goods in the next port to maybe drop the price of that ship a little bit. But let's set up another La Riel. Well, at the very least, we'll double the size of our fleet. At the very least. Now, maybe they'll sell some used ones. Maybe? They do sell used La Riels. It takes a little while for these things to show up in the used section, but that saves me a lot of time if I don't build them from scratch. Depends how much it costs. 38,000. 32,200. That's worth it. Alright, one used La Riel for not that much. We'll have to spend a little bit extra to renovate it, but still, that's good. Oh yeah, we could definitely have some namings going on here. Anyone in chat have any suggestions for names? The goal here with this set of ships is to make some profit. I think I had an idea before and then I forgot. We have the welfare, we've got the ball pit returned. What else was there? There was another couple ship names we had on the docket. Mid-broke. That'll do for now. Because we will have to replace these eventually with either combat ships or just larger merchant ships, basically. We'll have like at least two more ships to name, so if anyone's just watching quietly, if you think up a name, just let me know. It's like a mid-sword from Shining Force. Alright. And then I am going to build a ship as well. You could build a galleon! Ooh, look at that! Look at the storage space on that puppy. It's actually pretty slow, so I don't really want it. But, you know, it's cool. I'm kind of sticking to fast ships for the moment. Ooh, we can also upgrade all the way up to copper hulls. This wasn't... The last time we were in this town, we only had up to beech or maybe oak. We can actually get copper hulls. That's amazing. Ah, very nice. Still, we're going cheap. Interesting that a new ship is cheaper than a used ship. Way cheaper. Alright, well, I can't argue with the price. We're renaming this one, too. Well, let me just call it, You know, it's showing my age a little bit, but we're going to call this one Cash Money. Cashmoo, that's the real name. There we go. Alright, that'll take a fairly long time. Oh yeah, and we're going to have like 40 bunks, that's right. And 0 guns. So that's one thing that it does remind me. Oh, he's building them faster now. Cash me outside. It used to take 52 days to build these ships, so it looks like they're actually getting faster. Alright, so the mid-broke was the new one that we just picked up. Yeah, 4,000 extra because... So this actually means buying a new ship that you have to renovate, or buying a used ship that you need to renovate costs almost 10,000 gold more than building it from scratch. Interesting. And I do need to give it figureheads as well. Boy, do I want to spend all this money? Dragons aren't cheap. That's another 3 gold bars. When is fighting needed? It depends on when you want to go pirating. I'm not really planning on making my fame and fortune via pirating, though. That'll be for a different character. Our job is to make discoveries, find El Dorado, make some gold, all that fun stuff. Alright, so gotta go recruit a little bit of crew. Wow, BlueAnkylo buying me some coffee. Oh, I need some better captains too, that's right. Some of these guys, they're just not very good. You can kind of see there on the ship speed screen. If we can't get this ship up to 11 on the navigating level, it's going to slow our fleet down even more. Oops. There we go. So it's a 35 minimum for navigating safely, and we don't really need people on lookout on the second and third ships, like non-flag ships. It's unfortunate that basically the loss of speed there is because of the mate, his skills. So if we look at this guy, character info for the captain of the Midbroke, you will see that he's actually not very good at navigating or anything. So it'd be better to have someone else captaining it, perhaps. Boy, Richard Huxley's not much better either, is he? What about my chief navigator? I mean, Camillo's probably my second best, but he's kind of my merchant slash... I mean, he's the only one that can do bookkeeping. I need a bookkeeper, and then I can move Camillo over. Alright, Jacob Walwick. Come on, be cool and join me. Let's just treat him a few times to speed this up. Telling us that he's a knack for courage is not great. Alright, what you got? 30 gold, that's not that bad. Probably means he's got terrible skills. Alright, new guy. What you got? Jacob Walwick. Oh, he's got the trading skill. Excellent. So now he can be my bookkeeper. I don't have to worry about my my other guy. You don't need a bookkeeper if you have no books. I like it. Alright, new guy. Bookkeeper goes to... Yeah, he's got a star by his name. Jacob Walwick. And then... what's his... The Midbroke, the new ship we just bought, or the used ship we just bought, can have Camillo because he's going to be a bit faster. Yeah, he's got more skill. Alright, so our fleet speed is still at 11. Alright. There you go, success. One thing we could do is learn some new skills on our main character. We could certainly pick up any skill that's tied to flags or navigating. Now, I think we've already got the navigating skill. But I betcha there's something we could learn if we went to the right place and paid a lot of money. Anyway, let's go build one more ship. And we'll probably stop by and see the King of Italy after that. We're up to 3 ships, so that's cool. And you could, of course, have different ships in your fleet. Like, there's no reason to have them all match necessarily. I kind of like it because it's a little bit easier to organize, and the speed tends to be more generic. Like, the speed seems to work a bit better if everyone's got the same model of ship, basically. Oh, we never really measured how much money we made. So we bought 2 ships there for... How much did we spend? 34 plus 25 plus another figurehead for 32. So we spent 60, 80. We probably spent like 90,000 gold. So we probably had 330,000 or so. And then we sold all those ships. And then we bought all those ships. Part of the idea was like how much money would we make on our Japan trip. And we'll make at least twice as much on the next one because we'll have so much more storage space. Alright, so welcome to Nantes. It's the other town that I have invested in so that we can build our ships here. And we do have some more goods to sell. So, pearls. Remember we bought these for around 60, 65. We're selling them for 323, which is pretty good profit, right? Not bad. Break and bank. Well, if I remember correctly, there are ships that cost like hundreds of thousands of gold. So, we really don't have enough. Like, if there's 10 ships in a fleet, plus you have to pay for cannons and gunpowder and the crew and the food, you probably need millions of gold to actually, like, be rich. To fully stock a giant fleet, you need just so much money. Alright, let's see if there's any used ships here as well, because that would be nifty. There is a used La Real. Alright, well, we definitely spend more by doing this, but it speeds up our upsizing, basically. Alright, for 32,000 and about 600. Yeah, we definitely spend more by buying them like this, but cool. Another ship name. Alright, what do we got this time? Can I pay back the NPCs you met at the very beginning? I haven't really tried. As far as I understand, the Duchess of Lisbon, whatever her name is, I think she said she paid off all of our debts, so we are heading back to Genoa after this anyway, so we can see if anyone will talk to us back there, maybe. It's the debt payer. I don't think we have any debts left, but this would actually make a pretty good combat ship name, too, because it repays debts with death. Yeah, I think it just happens automatically. The Debtless, that's not bad either. Alright, we're gonna build one more ship. I say that. This puts us at 6. I might want to have 8 before I start trading in gold, but I might not have enough money to go all the way up to 6, so, or all the way up to 8, so 6 is probably gonna have to do for now. We have 4 at the moment. We're in the process of building 2 more. Oh, this place can't build as awesome of ships as the other one. Interesting. 26 and change. Alright. Thank you, friends. Another ship. Well, we can call this one the Debtless. It's not the Dauntless, it's the Debtless. Alright. Of course, if we ever get in trouble and we go to the bank and take a big loan out, well, things will be interesting. Alright. One more fine ship. 52 days. I guess maybe as the economy goes up, they actually work faster because they've got like a bigger port or a bigger shipyard or something. Kind of neat idea. Alright, the debt payer will... I'm starting to worry about all the money we're spending here. Oh, I have to travel to the other place to get the dragon figurehead. But like 32,000 gold is a lot of money just for a figurehead. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it at this point, because I need money to make money. You know, if I have 6 ships but no money, it's gonna be hard to make more money. That's how it works, right? Now I do have some discoveries I can sell, so theoretically we'll have a way of getting some more cash. But I want to wait till we go to the King of Italy first. Why did I go here? This is the wrong place. I'm drunk. At least one ship has to be like the Booze Mobile. The Booze Boat. The booze barge. Maybe that, something like that. Come along, tough sailors. That's actually not enough people. I forgot. We're actually not even done with this ship. Because I bought it used, I forgot I had to reassign the bunk beds. Great. Alright, Esteban Ortega we can't recruit because of his position on the list. So don't worry about that, he's already got a job. Back to the shipyard one more time. It definitely gets a little bit micromanage heavy as you get a larger fleet. No, make no mistake. Alright, 4,000 gold. Who needs money? We want 40 bunks and no guns. And that'll do for now. Alright, and we're going to assign those crew that we just recruited to just focus on getting us navigation. Because what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to recruit up to 40 until we get back to Bordeaux. Because I need to buy a figurehead in Bordeaux. So we'll just head that way. I've got 2 more ships coming in. So that's another 64,000 gold in figureheads, if that's what I want to do. Plus the one I haven't bought yet. So that's 96,000 gold in figureheads. I don't know if I should spend all that money, honestly. Maybe I should just go one step below Dragon for now. Because I definitely need the money to buy food and goods for all these ships. And if I spend it all on figureheads, I think it's going to cause us more problems than benefits. Also, I don't have enough good captains. I've got... If I'm going to put 2 more people on captaining, I definitely don't have enough people that are any good at the job. Like, I've got to recruit some more dudes. Alright, so we're going to put some figurehead on it at the very least. Oh, man. The Dragon's 32,000. The Neptune is 24,000. It's not even that much less. How many steps down do we have to go before I don't feel like I'm broke? 18 grand. That's... Okay. The first 4 ships get dragons for now. There are actually 2 higher tier figureheads than this, but I can't spend too much more than that. The next 2 ships, once they get built, are probably just gonna get like heroes or so, just to save some cash, maybe. All right. So before we head over, we're gonna head over to the Mediterranean. We're gonna go to Genoa to meet the king. Is there anything worth buying in North Europe that might sell well in the Mediterranean? So we're headed to the Mediterranean. We're in the Northern Europe area. We could also stop by, you know, the Iberian Peninsula. So, like, we could buy sugar in Lisbon, probably. But we're just looking for cheap here, but expensive here. I'm not seeing a whole lot jump out at me, because it's a pretty short trip, so I wouldn't expect a whole lot of good. So basically what we would need then is a specialty good that sells, that we can buy for a very, very good discount. So if I look for things with stars by them, so raisins, for instance, we could buy in Bordeaux, which is where we are, but they're actually not worth very much in the Mediterranean anyway, so we'd have to sell them in, like, East Asia to make a good profit, which is unfortunate. We can buy wool in London, which is not too far away, but it's not worth much in the Mediterranean. We could buy wool cloth in Antwerp, which might be worth some money, but not in Naples. Depends on the price. Like, we can go down and check. It's probably easier just to search it out. But it looks like we can buy wool cloth with enough investment for... It actually doesn't tell you the base price. It's kind of annoying. Huh. Oh well. Stockholm has copper. This is like kind of unfortunate. I'm not seeing any like good, easy pickups to go. Like the Mediterranean is hard to trade in nowadays. Perfume's cheap in Marseille. Dye is cheap in Hamburg. Like we could try going to Copenhagen and buying some glassware. Oslo and Riga have wood. Maybe we'll just try... Before we go to Italy, I'm going to try a couple of these little ports just to see if it's worth it. But we'll have to find like a specialty, basically. And we'll have to hope that it's cheap enough that it's worth the time. And I should probably remove that from the screen. Is this a great idea? I don't know. We have about 52 days. We've got some time before we're going to do our next big trip. So trying to find some little minor trades is probably good. We do know that we'd probably make more money just selling glass beads in Africa and picking up ivory or something. Because that's what we were doing before, but... You know, we've already done that. Now we want to find some other trades. So I was talking Copenhagen, Riga, stuff like that. That's just a bit further over here, right? That's the place with glass beads. Let's see what we get over here. Hamburg. They probably sell burgers. It's totally lame. Evening Hades. And I am definitely looking for new people, so... He's good at seamanship, which actually could be good. 20 gold, cheap. Alright, let's see if this guy is any good. George Eggle. He's another pirate. He's another level 1 pirate. But he's got pretty good skills in navigation. So I think I'd rather put him on my new ship than the current guy. Even though he's level 1. But he'll level up quick enough. And he's got 11 speed already, so that's better. Yeah. I think I forgot to recruit more crew. I was going to do this in the last town, but then I forgot. There you go. It's playing bro. We're still trying to figure out what bro is, but it's all good. It's part of the mini game of the live stream. I guess it is 4 a.m. Let's, I'm just gonna check the item shop before we go, basically. Of course. Lazy shopkeep's making me wander around. Alright. What do we sell in, Hamburg? Leather armor, quadrant, circlet. There's definitely lots of items I still like to buy, but they're kind of hard to find. Black Desert Online. See, there you go. Don't worry about it. I would never have guessed Black Desert Online. Oh, I did guess the online part, I suppose. Okay, so dye is the local specialty. So we can buy dye for 98 and try to sell it in the Mediterranean for like 120. It's not much, but I mean, it's something. Probably with a tax permit, it'd be it'd probably only cost around 80, and that would actually make you some good profit. Anyway, let's just get this going. Let's try to haggle it down 10 bucks. 1 gold? Alright, well at least we got it down by 5%. Let's fill up the ball pit with lots of dye. I'm not spending 111, no way. Alright, let's go find another port in North Europe. See if we can find some more goods. We've got enough food. We'll be fine. speed this travel up a little bit. Copenhagen. George is leveled up. That's what we figured. That's why we've recruited him. Alright, 4 a.m. is super early again, so forgive me while we do a little bit of time skipping. Everything seems to open up around 7 or 8. Let's check the specialties. Glassware. Glassware is pretty expensive. But this is not cheap enough to make a profit unless we went all the way back to Asia. You can sell glassware in Asia for a good profit, but not in the Mediterranean for $2.29. So, nice idea, but that won't work. Let's see. Bank. Lots of guilds up here. Item shop. Lots of armor. Copenhagen's just full of armor. And I guess we'll check quickly for first mates, or second mates, or 15th mates at this point. No luck. Alright. Just, you know, exploring the world a little bit better. Oops. Just mix up the shipyard and the, whatever you call this thing. I'm also pretty sure that your ships trade food between each other. Like, you don't have to worry about each ship having maximum food necessarily. I'm pretty sure you can get away with just putting 1 or 2 food ships. Hey, Faith. Sorry, YouTube doesn't do its job. Alright, still looking for mates. No luck. And let's see. Maybe 1 or 2 more stops before we head back to Italy. Just looking for anything kind of interesting. They've got no specialty here. Lame. This is, Lubeck. Isn't this like trade capital? Shouldn't they have lots of cool goods? Now, I was talking about going to Riga at one point. Danzig. 4 p.m. Let's go to the trading spot first. No specialty. Boo. Hello, Ryuchi. Welcome to the Twitch chat. And a platinum comb and some leather armor. Alright. Not finding anything super exotic. I suppose in Europe you're probably not going to get the cool stuff. No mates. Let's just keep moving then. Alright, I'm just going to check the last couple ports in the, whatever this area of the world is called. This sea here. And then I think, yeah, I was looking for Riga anyway. And then we'll probably just head back to Italy after this. So I think my planning said there might be a good here that's worth picking up. Wood. Yeah, so should we buy wood at 99? I'm just going to look at my chart here very briefly. Wood, where are you? Wood's at the very bottom. So we can sell it for like 125 in the Mediterranean. It's not, this is not really worth the time, but seeing as otherwise we're doing nothing, sure. If you had a tax-free permit, you could make some money, but we don't, so. At least we save a little bit. And let's fill up one of our ships with about 300 or so. That's fine. Okay. That's probably about as much random Northern European shopping as we're going to do. No, there's one more port, then we'll go. Omar! Do you want to try to recruit Omar? Let's see what he can do. Intuition. Probably can't get his price down anymore, but maybe the fact that he wants 40 gold means he'll actually be good. Alright, you better be good, buddy. I could be looking these guys up ahead of time. There's like a character sheet you could check. Oh, he's got 2 skills. Loyal to Spain. That's alright. Level 6, level 5. Reasonably good skill spread. I'd say this guy was not a waste of 40 gold a month. Alright. Rides is back with the red ankylos. Alright, one last town. I forget the name of it. Whatever Swedish town is. Stockholm, of course. Everyone knows the English port of Stockholm. We'll check for item shop. Quick. Dagger, short sword, no big deal. Check for mates. Luis Ferrero. We're starting to get a pretty good stock of captains. Alright, let's see what his skill is, if he's got a skill. Looks like this guy's probably a level 1 loser. But, I'm taking everybody right now. I'm not being picky. So, this new dude, Luis Ferrero, do we have a... Are we going to get a full rigged ship? I don't know. We're playing as Pietro for the discoveries, so combat's not the biggest plan. We haven't really built up a port yet. We have a bunch of La Reals, but... Oh, good. At least he's got the navigating skill. So his starting stats are poor, but he should have enough room for growth at level 1. So his navigation skill will go up pretty significantly as he levels up. And he does have the skill, which is, you know... I don't know if it really matters much, but at least he's got that. Alright, and I should check the trade shop in or where are we? Stockholm? And no specialty. Alright, we're not going to make any profit on any of that in the Mediterranean. Alright, that's enough messing around. We're going to load up on some food and water. And sail to Italy. And then we'll probably turn in some discoveries. Pick up our 2 more ships. Just gonna kind of overstock food a little bit just to save us some time later. Okay, that should make this a little bit easier. 25 days. That should be enough to make it all the way to Italy without too much trouble. Our cruising speed should be, you know, 11 whatever they call them. 11 Uncharted Water 2 units. So 11 speed is pretty good. Obviously our flagship's 13, but I don't know if it is not. I mean, it might be, but it doesn't really have a unit attached to it in game. It's just the red arrow with a clock. So if it was real life, is 13 knots good for the ale of the age of sail? It's what, approximately half its speed in kilometers per hour? 26 kilometers an hour? That's the speed you go in a school zone, basically. But you're on the ocean. Also, hello, David Poole. I'm doing pretty good. Still a little bit sick. I'm no historiomancer, yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about history or geography. I just play games and talk about them. We got lots of time to make it to Genoa. I'll probably speed up some of our transit time a little bit. Just because it starts to get a little slow. You were in the army and you didn't even learn about knots. Because you weren't in the Navy. Alright, so some of our new guys are going to get level ups real quick. Which might be good. Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks with the flu thing, but it's definitely nice once you start feeling healthy again at the end of it. Alright, so we're going to sell off that junk we picked up. So remember, we bought wood for like 94, so, you know, we made a small amount of money. And then in the ball pit, we had some dye that we bought for like 80 or so. Again, it's not worth much. Not a lot of profit. 1 knot is 1.15 mile per hour. It's probably pretty close to 2 kilometers an hour. That's what I was banking on. Alright. The king is interested in meeting with you. Follow me. You discovered the King Cobra. Nice work. But the world is full of marvelous things. Find some more. What I really want is to not waste all of these, because we can turn them in for money back in Lisbon, which I might need. But I would like to get a promotion, so... Let's see. You discovered Inla Lake. Nice work. But the world is full of blah blah blah. Stupid king. Alright, we also found the Hornbill. Here we go. Please accept this title. From this day forth, you shall be known as Page Ankylo. I wonder if we only give him discoveries, or if we could do something else, because our discoveries are kind of valuable for our, you know, money. Let's look at our main character now. 1.15 miles per hour is 1.85. See, I was pretty good. I said 1 knot is nearly 2 kilometers per hour. That's pretty close. So we are the rank of Page. We got a long way to go to get a dukedom, but hey, that's better than nothing, right? I also kind of messed up. I should have gone to the Cartographers Guild way long time ago, because we did so much mapping. We could have got a ton of fame for that too. Oh, here we go. Letter of mark. Yes! I am not a pirate enough. Well, we might not be able to go much further. The permit is valid for half a year. You must renew it in April and October. How much do I have to pay for it? Welcome. If you're a higher rank, I think you get them for free, but probably not at Page. 60,000 gold? No. What a ripoff. It's only Italy. We're not allied with any ports in the world. So we could get a tax-free permit that would work only in Genoa. For 60,000 gold. Seems like that's only going to be worth it if you're playing as Portugal or Spain or one of the big countries that actually gets a lot of ports allied. Wow, that's hilarious. Well, I feel like I kind of wasted some discoveries there for no good reason. We went to Genoa, we got nothing. Let's go study at the Round Earth Society for a minute. All it takes is one. Governor's holding out hope. I mean, you can spend money to make cities ally with Italy, but... oh, man. Alright, what do I want to do? We need to pick up our ships. I think... let's check out... okay, while we're here... before we leave Genoa, because we went all the way here to meet the king, maybe we can do some more trading and make a little bit of money. No tax-free permit, ha ha ha. Silver, alright. Oh, we can also get glass beads here. Ooh, we could make a quick trip down to Africa and buy some ivory. That would make some good money. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I need to burn a little bit of time until my ships get built. And the glass beads don't really make you a huge amount of money, but we're gonna buy a bunch of ivory. I guess we could do silver as well. Is silver at 213 even a good deal? Not especially. We can sell it for about 260 over in Portugal. Depending on the market rate, of course. So we're only making like 50 gold per silver at... wow. Again, if you had the tax-free permit for free, it wouldn't be so bad, but... so I'm kind of thinking of just having, like, one ship with all the food and water on it and seeing how that works. Let's just have our flagship have all the food and water, and we'll see if that works, or if we all die terribly. But this will give us a little trick. There's the Athens-Istanbul route. I mean, I'm not really familiar with all the Uncharted Water 2's trips. If that's, what is that, art and porcelain, or maybe art and glassware? I don't know what that is. Alright. So if you really can sail with all your food on one ship, this will just make the micromanagement will go down significantly, because we'll just have a couple ships full of trade goods and a couple ships full of food. I think in Uncharted Waters 1, your ships got, like, I think they used food individually, and when one ship ran out of food, the crew started to get mad, so. Art and carpet. Well, let's do one trip of glass beads and ivory, and then depending on how much time we have before our ships are done, maybe I'll try out Ryuichi's little trip there for Athens and Istanbul, because I don't mind trying out new trade routes. My goal here is to get some gold out of Rio de Janeiro or Veracruz. That's the big goal, but I wanted more ships before I do full-on across the Atlantic kind of trips. Now, we can sell our glass beads anywhere here now that we're in Africa, but I'm specifically going all the way to the Gold Coast, whatever the name of the town is, because we can buy ivory down there. Or maybe it's the Grain Coast, I don't know. Maybe it's the Ivory Coast, we're actually buying ivory. Of course. Let's just wait it out on super speed. Alright, I think it's either this town or the next town. Abidjan? Lots of level ups, that's always good. What makes ivory valuable? It's just a good trade route. You can buy it in Africa for cheap and sell it in Europe for lots. Like, we bought the glass beads for 2 gold. Percentile-wise, 2 to 50 is one of the better percentage increases in the game. But a lot of the times, it's the... Oh, in real life? Oh, I don't know. It's like rarity guts, I guess. I don't think it's... I mean, they used to use it for, like, piano keys and gun handles and stuff. But it was really more of, like, a rare... Like, I don't think it was specifically good as far as a material went. Oh, we've got enough food to go where we need to go. It's not like steel, which is valuable because, you know, it's a good metal for building stuff. As far as I know, ivory was really just... It's like a luxury good that's rare, basically. San Jorge. I believe this is the town I'm looking for. So if we had a tax-free Portugal permit, we actually could make better trades here. Yeah, there's the ivory for 120. So it actually makes some sense to specifically unload all of your glass beads here, because although you'll make a little bit less per glass bead as the price goes down, you know, the market rate there, you can sink it down and save some money on your big purchase. And we can, of course, haggle a little bit. I feel like we're not haggling very well. Like, we're saving a little bit of money, but not much. 7 gold. I mean, I don't know if that's really worth the hassle. So 2 ships full of ivory. Do I want to do another one? Yeah. It's going to be a little bit more expensive this time, though. But I'm pretty sure we can sell it for over 200 in Mediterranean. We will load up this ship. Alright. While we're here, let's just check for mates. Oh, of course. No new crew. Used to be used for high-end luxury goods. Yeah, I think it just looked kind of different. Like, I guess ivory kind of has like a grain to it like wood does, but obviously it's a different color and texture. And I guess it just, you know, it's like people buying sapphires and stuff. They don't really have any intrinsic value other than they look pretty and they're kind of rare. I could be wrong. I don't really know. Maybe ivory's really good for something. But I know there was like ivory brushes, but I don't know if ivory brushes were, again, just because it was a rare luxury or because they were better for some reason. I expect they were just a unique luxury, you know, like nothing special. Whereas, like, you could make the argument, like, beaver fur was actually a relatively luxurious, but also a good insulator. It had some value for keeping people warm, maybe. But, you know, you have to kill an elephant, basically, to get his tusks, so that's kind of less cool. Welcome back, Faith. Now, before we go selling, we're gonna try Ryuichi's Athens trip, but I just want to make sure I sell my ivory, seeing as we're talking about ivory here, in a good spot. So let me just check where a good sale price would be. Ivory sells for about the same in Europe and Mediterranean, all the way basically to the Ottoman area. It's about the same, so it doesn't really matter where we go with it. That's fine. So that means we can sell it in Athens, which will drop the price of whatever we're buying in Athens. Now, I'm not actually sure how easy it'll be to sell in Istanbul, because the Turks might hate us. They're kind of jerks in this game. But I'm willing to give it a try. Athens and Istanbul are nice and close together, so if it's a good profit, it's a real short trip. So Athens is like right up here, probably. Look at that. Geography. You mean Constantinople? Well, Istanbul was Constantinople. Also, the English town of Athens. Alright, now, we might get caught up here if the area's not developed enough, because sometimes these trade deals require a certain economic level to really work. But let's see what we've got. Art is the local specialty, so the plan, yeah, I mean, Eastern Roman Orthodox, or whatever we call the Byzantine Empire was pretty cool, right? So art, is it going to be worth more than 375 in Istanbul? That's, I mean, I will try, but I'm going to put a save down, because if we lose a bunch of money here, oof, never trust Chad again. Alright, at least we're making a good profit on the ivory. Remember, we bought this for around 100 and 120, give or take. And this will lower the price of the art a bit. Also, we're over 360,000 gold. Alright, 420,000 just off of the ivory. That was pretty sweet. Man, once we start buying actual gold bars, we're going to be rich. Alright. The mini broke. We're just building some new ships. Trying to increase our fleet size a little bit. At least we got almost 20 gold off the price there. So 324. I bet you'll be selling it for around 400. That's a small profit. I wish you could just buy enough goods without, like, I wish you could buy for all your ships at the same time, rather than the way we do it here, where we have to negotiate for each ship, basically. Well, we're spending all of our money, one way or the other. We just went from 420,000 gold to 150,000 gold. And this will probably cost us the last of our money here. Like, I bet you we won't have enough to fully stock this ship. At least we're getting some good haggling. That's gotta count, right? From mini broke to mega broke. Well, yeah. Look, we still have 10,000 gold. We're not totally out of money. Boy, this trade route better work, Ryuchi. Or everyone on YouTube's gonna be real upset at me. Let's just check out the weapon shop while we're here. Lime juice we already have. Saber, circlet, boring. I don't think I've really explored Athens before, so we'll just have a quick look around. You know, I'm expecting some Spartans. Oh, we can recruit Gus Johnson. He looks like he's like 12 years old. Perfect for our crew. He's very courageous. Alright, welcome to the crew. 30 gold a month. Deal. Alright, Gus. Are you going to get a ship once we get the 2 new ships built? That's the real question. Alright, Gus Johnson. He's got navigating, he's got cannoneers. That makes him an ideal ship captain, I think. He's got both skills you need to be part of the fleet. The extra skills are bookkeeping, celestial navigation, and one that I always forget. I never remember the 5th one. Cartography. Nobody needs cartography except me. I should get cartography and celestial navigation, but the rest of the crew don't really need it. He's got the ones that apply to him. Cool. So that's Gus. We'll probably give him ship number 5 or 6. And this guy seems pretty bad. Yeah, we'll probably give Omar one of the other 2 new ships as well. At least then we've got a few mates to spare, basically. Alright, so what else are we doing in Athens? Probably nothing else. It's been fun. Alright, let's stock up. We're basically out of money. If we can't sell this artwork for a big profit, we're in trouble. Yeah, they remodeled the city before before we got there, that's right. Hey, I haven't seen Nicosia, whatever, I never found that port before because I went too far east. I was supposed to be going to Istanbul with Constantinople, instead I went to Crete. I believe, is that Crete? I actually don't know for sure, but I think, maybe? Yeah, from Athens you just go north, like, half a day, and that's all we had to do. Here I am getting lost. Alright, can we get into Istanbul, though? The Turks are known to be jerks in these games. They're not very friendly. Unless you're Turkish. Alright, we're in. Can we spend the night without getting kicked out? I actually don't want to sleep, because I'm worried that that will bring the guards. So I'm just going to wait till the shop's open around 7. Just because I don't think I've ever had a chance to explore this town. We're definitely not going to the castle, though. Alright, here it is. How much money do we make for selling art? So we bought this for somewhere between 320 and 350. So the profit margin, it exists, but it's not large. And what were we supposed to buy? It was art for carpet. Now this might have been all reliant on having a good... maybe if we had the tax-free permit, this would be a lot more profitable, for instance. 20% off on 220 would be pretty good. So carpet at 220, I'm just going to check the basic prices on my list. Just for comparison, because I don't think I've ever bought any carpet before. Because you can never get in here. Let's see. Carpet. It's the trade you always started with? Yeah. It's all good. I mean, I'm just trying things out. Oh, this is going to be worth a lot. Okay, yeah. There's some profit to be made on carpet. It actually works better if we go further than the Mediterranean. Carpet can be sold for up to 350 if we go all the way to Northern Europe. Around 300 in the Mediterranean and the Iberian Peninsula. But if we went up to France or England, this stuff would be worth around 350, which is 130 is a pretty good profit. There's also wood. Like, that's not... Like, wood is kind of hard to buy, too. You could sell wood for 125 in the Mediterranean. we could make about a 40, 50 gold swing on the wood as well, basically. Internal data to see trade prices in the game menu? Maybe. We got Danish is not so happy with the music. It's pretty repetitive, yes. Well, we're gonna go with carpet for now. We're making 80 gold per purchase at the current price. I think because the artwork is worth more, we want to buy and sell, like, we don't want to sell all the art together. We want to buy this first to bring the price back up so the art doesn't get discounted too much. But we should still be able to negotiate a bit. And then we'll reload our ship. That inflated the market a little bit. Now we sell the art again for 400. Now we buy the carpet again. So you can kind of see the way we keep the price around the same amount. Oops. Except I actually want to negotiate here. Okay. Sorry for all the fast forwarding. I know the music's really bad, so at least if we're fast forwarding, it doesn't take so long. Alright, carpet. No. We're gonna do this one more time, just to see how much money we make per route. But I'm definitely not gonna do this for very long. It's a pretty repetitive little trip. But actually, given how close these two are, even if you weren't making a huge profit per trip, the trip is so short, you get a pretty good net gain altogether. Like, let's just see, if you don't mess around, how many days of sea voyage is it between Istanbul and Athens? Probably like 1 day. So you're not really using very much food, you're not wasting very much time, you're not really getting level ups or anything, but very little game time goes by, and you can make whatever profit we can make. So we can sell carpet for a lot more than 200 anyway. And if we sold it all, you could see, like, I think we've actually made a pretty good profit technically. Even though I'm not like, I don't want to gush about it too much. But we'll do one more cycle at Istanbul, and then we'll move along, basically. And then we'll go try some more interesting routes out that I'll plan out ahead of time. And you can see this would also make more money once we get more ships as well, right? Like, we'll be just transporting so many more goods at once. Let's try 330 for our bet. It did not change the end sale price. Alright, so the last time we bought all the art, we had almost no money at all. So I think we could say that we probably made about 220,000 gold per loop right now, which is actually a ridiculous amount of money for basically 2 days of travel. So yeah, like, this might be one of the more ridiculously overpowered short routes. I'm pretty sure one ship can just carry all the food, yeah. So that's going to save a lot of our micromanagement, honestly. We'll just have a food ship. Maybe I should name the next ship I buy a food ship, and then just let it carry all the food. I'm just glad we're not getting kicked out of port every time we come in. Seems like in the past, every time I go to a Turkish port, I can't even dock. They just kick me out. Alright. Yeah, sell art for 400. And then we buy carpet. So I'm gonna, to break out of our loop, so we don't just keep doing this forever, I am going to take the carpet to North Europe, which is where my ships are being built, where we'll actually sell the carpet for more than what we're selling it in Athens. And then we'll figure out our future plans from there, basically. We'll get a couple more ships, and I think we're going to want to probably continue our story quest pretty soon. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of maybe focusing on now. Did we make it to Japan? Yeah, last stream we made it to Japan. This stream we started in Japan and came back to Europe. Again, so we'll just try to do this quick. Sell art. Buy carpet. Yeah, this is pretty monotonous. I could see doing this on my own time, but for a Let's Play, this is just the same thing. If you had a tax-free permit, we would make 20% more per trip as well. That would be pretty cool. If you're playing as the Turkish trader kid, I forget his name, the guy in the bottom right at the beginning of the game, this would be an amazing early game trip, because you can probably rank up with the Kingdom of Turkey pretty easy. Alright. That was fun. Let's get out of here. Actually, hold on. One more thing. Oh, now we're locked in. I was going to go to the bar and see if I could recruit anybody, but that's all we got. Alright, let's head back up to France. That's definitely a good loop. So you know what, Ryuchu, you are correct. That was a pretty good little profit-making trip. Definitely a good little, very, very close together trip. Oh, basically, I think if you dock during the daytime, they always lock you out, basically, unless you're Turkish. So you have to dock at night and then sort of sneak around to, oh, I clicked something on my keyboard. I don't know what I did. What the heck did I do? I actually have no idea what I just did. I guess it's showing the inputs I'm pressing. That's... Yeah, we're doing a speed run now, suddenly. I have no idea what button that was. We don't have enough food to make it to France. Let's just stop here, buy some food. Oh, while we're here, let's sell... This actually might not be the best plan anymore, selling discoveries, because we can sort of give them to the king to get promotions from time to time. Oh. She's entertaining? Just invest in Turkish ports? Well, but then landing in Istanbul will be really bad because they'll hate you. And if they hate you enough, like if you go negative relations, they'll start sending war fleets after you. Perfect timing, gentlemen. Let's do some plot. What a coincidence. Let me introduce you. This is my son, Joe, the guy you were supposed to be watching. Remember I paid you all that money? Well, we could probably pay her back now. Joe, this is Broke, an adventurer / con artist. It's a pleasure to meet you, Broke. Actually, I have a favor. Well, favor? Wow, imagine that. The Franco house asking for a favor. I'll be happy to listen, as long as you're not looking for money. That's right. We need our money. Do you know anything about the Staff of Poseidon? According to legend, it's the secret treasure of Atlantis. Nope, never heard of it. Well, I need you to find it. It's very important. Whoa, sounds serious. Why is that staff so special? What do you need it for? Atlantis was a land with very advanced technology. But many years ago, it got sent through a Stargate to a different planet. Only a few people managed to escape. There's no submarines, no. That would be pretty cool, though. The descendants of those survivors are scattered around the globe, but a large group of them ended up settling in the port of Massawa. The Atlantean feared that their secret technology would fall into the wrong hands. They decided to keep it hidden and started to live normal lives. But the Turkish Empire learned the Atlantean technology and is preparing to wage war on them. I don't know why, but they say that to defeat the Turks, they must unleash the power of Atlantis. To do that, they need the Staff of Poseidon. That sounds intriguing. How can I turn down a request from the great House of Franco? Sure, I'll find your staff. Thanks, I won't forget this. When you find it, do you think you could bring it to Massawa? Massawa? I don't know. Well, I was hoping I could just sell some discoveries here, but instead I'm like, we got some plot. Alright, what do we got for discoveries? So I've got 6 discoveries sitting here. I could hold on to them for kings, but I think we'll find a few more before the end of the game. And let's just turn these in, right? So Angkor Wat, I'm betting this was pretty far away. 15,000 gold. Yes! Exactly right on the button. Oh, I did learn that the villages you find are basically random. There's like 100 total villages, and every time you make a new game, about half of them show up. So you don't get the same set of villages every time. Which I thought was pretty nice. Okay, a plant worm sounded really creepy. I'm gonna say 12,000. 12,500. I overbid. Alright, next. Namahage. Okay, this was like Oni demons from Japan. It's 20 grand. Did the rich kid give up? Basically, Jelka, all the 6 stories are actually intertwined. And as you play any of the 6, you run into the other main characters. And if we were playing as Joe, you would see an NPC, Pietro, doing what we're doing, sort of. It's actually really neat kind of game design, honestly. 16,000 gold. Not bad. We found the Great Wall of China. That's pretty cool. 10 grand. Super! Oh, way more than 10 grand. Here's your reward of 20,000 gold. Now, we made way more money than this just selling carpets, but still kind of neat. A hedgehog. This guy's got to be worth like 5,000. Hedgehogs are cool and all, but like they're not that expensive. Ah, you found a hedgehog. I was pretty close. Never found out if the village randomizer was the same amount of ranked tiers or total value. I bet you they didn't get that far advanced, and they just have a list of 100 that gets randomized 50-50. Yeah, the villages. You know, I don't know if you remember, but when we're exploring those rivers, we find a village, and then you entertain them, and then you find all these discoveries. Those things are not in a set position. And the panda. It's worth nothing. Trash panda. Super. Here's almost 20,000 gold. Alright. Any more rumors? There's nothing new to tell you. So we need to figure out where to go. We've got sort of 2 sort of quests. We've got a gold medallion for the hunt for El Dorado, and we've got a hunt for the Staff of Poseidon for story quests. Yeah, the trash pandas are actually raccoons, but actual pandas are also pretty dumb. We talked about it last time. Hey, Bernardo might be recruitable here. Apparently, Blue is kidnapping and selling our childhood icons. Yeah. But yeah, it is cool that they're random. I looked it up just because we were talking about it last live stream. I'm like, I should find out. All right, this guy's got like bluish gray hair. He's going to be awesome. I got a good feeling. Got a good feeling about this guy. We're going super in on him. Alright, come on, buddy. Be awesome. 60 gold. He wants a lot of money. That's more than anyone else. Alright. Who's taking bets? I'm thinking he's got to be like level 10 sailor, right? He's got to be awesome. Alright, Bernardo Sanchez. Level 11, even better. Loyal to Spain. Reasonably average stats. He's got navigation and handshaking skill. Handshaking skill is the best skill. What does the handshaking skill do? Does anyone know? It's not bookkeeping. It's not cannoneering, gunnery or whatever. It's just shaking hands. He knows how to do office meetings. Trading? I thought we had a bookkeeper skill. Wait, hold on. We have a trade skill with scales. Scales has got to be the bookkeeping skill. And that's what tells you about, oh, you can get a better price here, I think. So then the handshaking's got to be something else, I think. Scales is accounting or bookkeeping. So yeah, what does handshaking do? Anything? Would that make him an amazing first mate or something? So first mate is navigation skill. Bernardo Sanchez has navigation, the compass. So he gets that. The thing is, he doesn't get a star by bookkeeper. So is that a skill? That must be the skill that the merchant, the Turkish merchant guy starts with. That gives you better trade. So it probably won't help on yeah, only the main character. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. If that's what it is, then it's the skill that only applies to. Either you learn it if you can find someone that'll teach you, or you start with it as the merchant guy. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping that would be a little bit better. It doesn't qualify, according to this screen anyway, it doesn't qualify as the bookkeeper skill, because there's a little star here. You can see the little star by Camillo, that means he's got the right skill for bookkeeping. And Chief Navigator is another skill we don't have. It's Celestial Navigation, I think. So nobody has a star for that yet. And then First Mate is like normal navigation. And lots of people have normal navigation. So, I know at least a couple skills. Looks like George here is up to 12 speed. That's nice to see. Anyway, we got another captain. That's cool. So we are in Lisbon. What else are we going to do in Lisbon? We're not going to sell our artwork or carpets here. We're going to go a little bit further north. Because technically, this is the Iberia. It looks just like this. Oh, by the way, some plot. Say, Broke, are you sure you should have taken the job? He's the Duke's son, but we don't even know where to start. Don't worry, que sera, sera. But that's not even Italian. Look, those people are counting on you. Don't you feel any responsibility at all? Don't worry, as long as we start out on our way to Arabia, something will come up. So they want us to go to Saudi Arabia. They want us to go to all around Africa, all the way around Africa. Might be a hat. Negotiations might increase your sell prices. That'd be sweet. It almost makes me wish I'd taken the merchant at the beginning of the game, just for. Oh, hold on. That was interesting. Spanish battle fleet. They would have crushed us. He's not specifically chasing us. But you gotta keep your eye on unusual fleet movements now as we're getting a little bit later into the game. Alright, has it been 2 months since we ordered our ships? I feel like it might be getting close to 2 months. I forget the exact time, but you know, we did a trip to Africa, did some sailing around Istanbul. Hey there, your ship's ready. Now, we made a lot more money there than I was expecting. So, like, I was not going to buy dragon figureheads because I was down below 200,000 gold. But all of that purchasing and selling, that made some good profits. So, alright. We'll get some high-tier figureheads for our new ships. And while we're here, welcome back, Frieds. Let's just see if there's any used ships. Should I get another L'Oreal? This will put us at... If I buy 2 more of these, this will put us at 8 ships. Almost a full fleet at that point. I think we're going to do it. We're just going to keep upgrading the size. Yeah. Now, actually... Let me just check something out. I'm not sure if the hell this works. Yeah, so he wants 40,000 gold right now. We could reduce it down to 32. But we can do better than that. We're gonna have so many ships. The trading game will go nuts now. We're gonna sell off 1 ship's worth of carpet, sorry. We bought the carpet for like 200. So remember, if we sold this in Athens, it was like around 300. I think Northern Europe is somewhere between around 350, give or take. There we go, 650,000 gold from carpet. Oh boy, we're gonna do some gold trading across the Pacific next. That's next. We're gonna go to Veracruz and get some gold. It's gonna be so good. It might not actually make money as quickly as the Athens-Istanbul trip, but it's gonna be more exciting, I think, because we're gonna sail across the ocean to do it. All right, 1 more La Real here. So this is not much cheaper, but by selling the art first, it did lower the local prices a little bit. So we got it down to 33,600 last time. This time, 32,200. So we saved, you know, a tiny bit of money. Like a true merchant. All right, we got to name a ship. Any cool names in chat tonight? How many ships? This is ship number 7. We're gonna get up to 8 ships real quick. We probably had some. We can rename these too later on. We don't have to commit to it. The Dosh, sure. We'll stick to our naming convention of making money. We're gonna have 1 more ship though, so if someone else has an idea, just keep it in mind. The Dosh works. Alright, we're going around 40 crew. We could get away with 35, but we're getting 5 spare per ship, which is okay. And it's less rounding errors, right? And yeah, I want a figurehead. I think I've got enough money that I can afford buying figureheads for all my ships. I mean, we've got over 600,000, and we've got 2 more loads of carpet, so we're actually going to be cracking fairly close to 100,000 or 1,000,000 gold, our first 1,000,000. If only you got achievements. If this was a modern Uncharted Waters game, you'd be getting achievements. First 1,000,000 gold made. Anyway, let's get some crew for our ship. Oh, I actually could have recruited more, but it's fine. I have 2 new ships. Let's speed this part up a little bit. Okay. Call the next ship the BlueAnkylo. I don't know about that. Sounds like trouble. There's probably not enough letters for it. Alright, no captains here. That's fine. Let's go pick up our other ship. Oh, let's go to Arabia. I don't think so. I'm sure we have enough food to get to, yeah, 110 food. That's enough to get half a day's travel. Nantes. Alright, this is the second last stop, and then we're going to start talking about making tons of money, and then we'll go to Arabia. Don't worry, we'll get to Arabia eventually. Oh, I guess I should end this episode. Whew, we've been recording for a fairly long stretch. We'll finish building all our ships, and then we'll, and then we'll make a new episode. Alright. Oh, they don't sell any more La Reals. We're odd numbers of ships. Well, I'm not going to start ordering any new ones right now. This is fine. Okay. We got to get a few more crew. Get our figurehead for our new ship. And then we're done. Wait, was he saying the governor of Italy wanted to talk to us again? That will interfere with my money-making plan. Oh, Patrick Tomon could be recruited. Let's have a little chat. Alright. let's recruit him. Ah, jerk! He took my treats, and he left me dry. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships out of a total of 10. We could afford 10, but we'd have to spend a lot more time building more ships and just sailing around wasting time. I'm not a huge fan of that right now. One thing I'm going to try to do is to get these 3 ships over the 10 speed. So I'm going to try using this new guy, Bernardo. He did not. Gus is actually slower. Lewis. Oh, man. So 10's probably about as good as we're going to get right now. I just need higher level, better captains, basically. Oh, well, the loss of speed is not the end of the world. We're a little bit slower, but it's fine. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. I was going to sell some more carpets. There you go, 700,000 golds. We've got one more load of, what am I trying to say? Of carpets to sell. So let's go somewhere quick to sell it. Then back to Bordeaux. Because we need another figurehead, basically. I'm sure London needs some carpets, right? $343, pretty good. Alright, we made it to 850,000 gold. I'd say that's been pretty successful. There's nothing here I want to buy for my profiteering. It is pretty cool that we can just get away with one ship being fueled, basically. Fueled, you know. Fueled by bread. Alright, and all I have left to do is remodel the figurehead on the latest ship. And that should be good. Alright, so let me just double check, but I believe all of our ships have... Look at all those ships! So many ships! But they should all have the same figurehead now. So dragon, dragon, the dragon, the dragon, the dragon, the dragon, and the dragon. Okay. 7 ships with dragon figureheads, lots of crew, or at least a few spare crew, and that's totally fine. Unless there's another used ship here. No, I think they probably update every month or so, so. Okay, so for the future tubers, we're going to end this episode at this point. I do think I need to go back to Italy now, because we can do a quest for the king, right? The Governor General of Italy is looking for us, so we do need to go back there. Maybe we'll do that next episode. But yeah, we're going to end the episode here, and then we're going to figure out some plan for making some big money, and then we will get back to the main story after that. I mean, we're pretty rich, but I want to do at least one gold trip, right? It's going to be exciting. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Have a great day.